So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and hope you have a great day and you enjoyed your day. And we have a really cool topic, and it is about money. Not just about money, but we have sort of like a provocative title because it's the money you are unwilling to have. And immediately everyone would say it's not true because we all want money. We all desire to have money. We are willing to have money. And that's yes and no. And what if we would start with an exercise? An exercise because that would show you what is your relationship actually with money.
練習します。
Oh la la. So would you allow yourself to look at that situation of where are you now? And if you say that word, if you call up the energy of money, where is money? Like, does it stand next to you? Like, do you sense that the energy or the quality of money is in your space or it's outside of you? Like, is it outside of your zone? Is it above you or below you or in front of you or behind you? Like, there is one thing what we say on a daily basis that I would like to have more money. I would like to earn more money. I would like to have money for this and that and that. I have a dream that I will be very wealthy and I can go on a beautiful overseas travel and enjoy my life, having a big family and lots of money. That's great. But these are just words. The question is that what is your relationship to money? Like, do you own that energy? Do you own that quality? Or you look at money as something that is like an enemy or a friend who is not responding to your messages? Like, or is it a girlfriend that is not actually a girlfriend, that you like that to be your girlfriend? And it's always trying to run away. So everything you decided about money, or the relationships you created to money, do you now destroy and uncreate and eliminate and eradicate for all eternity? And when we do this clearing, just allow yourself to sense whatever energy comes up between you and money. Like when you tell yourself like money or being wealthy or having money, how do you feel yourself? What are those energies that are coming to the surface? And actually, anything that you can destroy and uncreate, it only can be a judgment, a point of view, an expectation. Because if something is true, if something is consciousness, you cannot destroy and uncreate all that. That's the great thing. If you are aware of something, like if you have, let's say, it's a funny thing. If you have a relationship to money that has no judgment, expectation, projection, point of view, then you cannot clear that one because it's a pure connection. And I wouldn't say that any of us has a pure connection to money. So whatever comes up, just will you destroy and uncreate all that for all eternity, beyond time and space, and all lifetimes and all dimensions. And don't worry, you cannot clear something that is a contribution to you. So again, now if you look at the energy of money, so how is it for you now? Strange word. How does it feel for you? So if money was a person, could you look into their eyes? Or could you stand in front of this person, if money was a person, does it stand in a spot or does it keep moving around so you can never look into the eyes? Or is it always turning away? And you don't have to try to sort of like stop or solidify the energy of money or that person that represents money to you. Just allow yourself to be present with that person, with that energy. And being present means like you have an apple that you put on the table in front of you, and you just keep watching that apple. And first, you see the color, the texture of it. Maybe if you go closer, you can smell of it. Maybe you can even taste it, have a bite of that apple. So what are the energies or what are the qualities of money that can show up for you? Let's say, because let's say, I believe that each of you has run bars many times. And running bars or doing any kind of energy work, it means you start to have a sensation of energy. Basically, you can start to have the sensation of the flowing, the sensation of something that flows. Like you can sense maybe that the energy flows through your hands or flows through your palm. Or maybe you can sense that like an energy is pulled out into the body of the person, pulled into their body. So there are various sensations. So let's say, we talk about energy. Energy has a direction. So you can sense the direction of the energy. Maybe you can sense the heat of the energy. Sometimes it is like a tingling sensation. Sometimes it is hot. Sometimes it is very cold. You can also like see energy. Maybe some of you can see with your eyes. Maybe some of you can have like an inner sense of what could be the color of the energy with that person when you give a treatment. And sometimes you sense it's like dark purple. Sometimes you sense a different color. So when you just sense the energy of money, what are these sensations that can show up? Because this is your awareness about the different, very fine qualities of money. Just allow yourself to sense and pick up more and more of this kind of information. And allow yourself to get more detailed about money. Like, what if you don't want to change it? You don't want to suppress it. You don't want to put it into your pocket. You just simply be present with that. But you allow it if it comes closer to you. So you allow it to move, to do whatever it wants to do, but you don't force anything. You don't have projections or expectations about what it does or about the changes of that energy. It's like, really, it's like there is like a wild horse that you are trying to slow down and you're doing everything to get into allowance with that wild horse. But actually the problem is not with the wild horse. In this situation, the problem is with us, with all the points of view we have, all the fears we have, all the expectations we have in relation with money. So how many points of view do we have with money that stops us from having money? Like, what is the fear that you have about money that you were even unwilling to recognize, unwilling to say out loud? can be a fear. It can be also like an opposition, resistance to money. And actually, how much of these is not even yours? It's anything that you decided about money. And actually, anywhere and everywhere where it's not yours, will you now destroy and uncreate, eliminate and eradicate, and return back to the sender and even to the source. Like anything and everything that is not yours, not your point of view, not your projection, not your feelings, thoughts, and emotions about money. Will you now return it back to whoever it belongs to for all eternity? And actually, all the lies that are attached to any true statement about money. Actually, there is no such thing as a true statement. I would rather say it's an awareness. Let's say you have an awareness about money and you create a conclusion from that awareness. So you now destroy and uncreate all these lies and conclusions as well about money. And what can you sense? How does the energy keep changing of money now? If you face money, what is it now? How does it feel for you? And actually, does it keep changing? So just allow it to keep changing. You don't have to solidify it. But do you have a better connection now with money? And you know, relationship is actually the distance between two people or two parts or two things. So when we say, what is your relationship to money? That means how big is the distance between you and money? So would you allow yourself to be in communion with money? And in communion, there is no judgment, no expectation, no points of view, no projections, no feelings, thoughts, emotions. It's just being. But that includes everything. That includes fun. That includes joy. That includes the wealth, the creation, the generative energy. Being in communion, that includes everything that we are looking forward to have more in our life. And as you keep sort of like sensing and being present with money, and as you keep being present with the relationship you have to money, with this exercise, you can gradually keep clearing all these points of view. And as you keep clear it, your relationship improves. Because you start to have less and less and less points of view. It's just like in a relationship. If you have a partner or if you have a friend, the less points of view you have, the easier will be the time that you spend together. More fun will you have together. The more contribution you can be to each other. The easier you can recognize the true quality and the true meaning of money. Because you have less and less and less points of view. That means you can recognize what are those activities that you can do or you have to do to generate more money. So are you willing to improve your relationship to money? Is here the time to improve that relationship to money? Are you ready for that? Are you willing to have more clarity about money? Like how many times did people tell you that money is wrong, money is dirty, you have to work hard for money, and you bought into it. And will you destroy and uncreate and return it back to the sender and to the source for all eternity? And as you keep being present with money, it will allow you to have your own amazing relationship that is not altered by anyone's points of view. So it's not just a relationship, but your clarity with money, your consciousness with money. The less points of view you have, the more clarity you will have about money. And what if you would allow money to sort of like be included in your space, in your zone, in who you are, in what you are, in what is your space? When we talk about zone, like horses have a zone. Of course, people have a zone as well. So zone is not just how to say, the space that you sense around you. So it's not the distance, how far you can see. Because you can look into the distance, but you are not aware clearly. You don't have clarity about the energies, the directions, the dynamics. For example, everything that is that you, let's say, that you choose. Let's say for some reason, for you, it's important to deal with the children in Ethiopia who are starving. So these starving children and this whole situation will belong to or will jump into your zone. And let's say mistakenly, you start to become aware of things about them. Or when you keep changing channels in the TV, you start to see more and more programs where they talk about children in Ethiopia. Or in the newspaper or on your mobile phone, more and more of this kind of advertisement or news will come up. Because now you are choosing more clarity to have with them. Okay. So actually, would you allow money to fit into your zone, to be part of your zone? That means, are you willing to have this sort of like curiosity towards money? That you are interested about money and you're willing to have money. You're willing to work with money. Don't worry, it doesn't mean you have to go and invest right now. Don't worry about the word work. What if money was your friend? And you could invite this friend each and every day to go out and have fun. How much fun could you have? Are you willing to have this much fun? So, and even a better thing, what if money was your lover? How much fun you could have with money if money was your lover? How much joyful would be the time that you spend with money? How much more joyful would be the time that you spend with your business? Imagine that wherever you go, your lover is with you. And you have such an amazing and joyful and generative time. And this joy and generative energy just keeps growing. And the wealth keeps growing. So would you invite money into each and every second of your life, into each and every place and location where you go? What if you don't have to, we have an idea that if you have cash, then you have it in your pocket or in your wallet, or you have it, or you don't have cash and you have it on your phone or a bank card. But what if these are not the exact locations of money? So would you allow money to fulfill your whole space? Fulfill your whole zone, each and every areas of life. If you go and meet your parents, allow money to come with you, not just in your pocket, but be in your space. Would that be rude or would that be unkind? Have you decided about what would be rude and unkind about money? Are you willing to receive money? You know what is the greatest abuse? When you not receive someone, when you reject someone. So how many times did you reject money? How many times did you reject thinking about money and thinking about your financial situation? That means you were rejecting money. You know, if you reject money, then it doesn't come. You cannot receive it. So would you allow money to be part of your life and invite into each and every segment of your life, into each and every location and place where you go? Allow it to be with you 24/7, all time, all day, even all night. So you can say out loud this invitation. If that would be a bit strange or awkward where you are now at the moment, then just say it out loud inside you. Hey, money, I'm inviting you into my life. And mean it when you say it. Hey, money, I invite you into my life. Imagining that you even hand over an invitation letter to money, that I invite you into my life. And I'm very happy if you come along with me on this trip of my life. Just come anywhere I go. I'm really happy to have you on my side. I would be really grateful if you would continuously be with me, enriching my life. So just come with me, and I will receive you. I'm receiving you from now on. Just allow money to start to fulfill everything that you are. Because this is the quality of money. Allow yourself to start to sense all these qualities of money. Allow it to be part of your awareness. Like we think that there is I am, the big me, and I choose something, it's like an object, and then I will be aware of that. What if you sort of like integrate the quality of money into your very being? So what if you don't have to always keep it like outside of you as an object outside of you, but you allow it to be part of your whole reality? So it's not like you put like different kind of glasses in front of your eyes to see the world differently, but you change your perception, your very being about money. And before we would go into that direction, it's, oh my God, I'm reprogramming myself. Actually not. We just get rid of all the limitations, all the blocks, all the belief systems that are limiting us, limiting our capacity to have total clarity about money. So anything that doesn't allow us to have money, everything we bought into about money, let's destroy and uncreate all that for all eternity. And allow money to be part of your life, be part of your reality. And actually, what if you would pull money into your bank account now and allow it to keep flowing into your bank account? What if you would keep pulling money into your wallet, into your pocket, into your mobile phone? You know, all the different applications you have on your mobile phone where you collect money. Just pull money into each of these. Where have you decided that, you know, it stops coming and flowing to you? Just allow it to keep coming. And what could be the word for you? What could be your life?
我让我来吃吗？可以啊，可以啊，可以冰箱吗？可以啊，可以。哇，
So just allow to keep having more and more money. And even more money. So what is the amount of money that you can have? If you decided that, oh my God, this is the amount, the maximum amount I'm allowed to have. Or I was never thinking about to have greater than a certain amount of wealth, but I'm choosing to have more. So what is this amount for you? And allow it to expand. Maybe you never came up with a figure. You just have a sensation that if you would have more than a certain amount, you would start to feel wrong or bad about it. So will you destroy and uncreate all that and just keep expanding that glass ceiling, keep expanding that limitation, that blockage, that obstacle. Allow that amount of money to keep growing, to keep growing continuously for you. And as it keeps growing, you keep like accumulating the amount of money in your life. You're going to have more ease by being around money. So how is your relationship to money now? How much fun can you have with money now? You can even ask the question like, okay, if I'm choosing to have more money, what would my life be like in 1 year's time? If I'm choosing to have even more money, what would my life be like in 5 years' time? If I'm choosing to have even 10 times more money, then what would my life be like in 10 years' time? And what is the energy and the sensation that is coming up for you? How do you feel now? Do you have more fun now? Do you have more ease now? Does it feel more joyful or calm? What if we can have peace with money? End the fight with money, having peace with money. And don't worry if you're a bit dizzy, like we can ask for ease with all the change that is showing up. I'm choosing to have total ease with that. Let change our life and our future and have the money that we desire to have the lifestyle that we desire to have the relationship that we desire to have the body and the health that we desire to have. And anywhere where money can be a contribution to this, anywhere where money sort of like is required for this, Allow it to show up. Allow it to come. Allow money to be yours. So thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Hope you have now a bit more than what you had at the beginning. And what magic is possible for all of us now with money and with everything else. And thank you so much for all the amazing people who be part of this creation. Thank you for the amazing translators and organizers. And thank you. Just have an amazing weekend and the rest. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.